Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Time to Roll's Campaign 1. This is episode 61. We have a good amount to get into tonight, a few announcements, and then we'll get into a recap and playing the game because we have most people here, but that will do with one of the announcements. So, getting into the announcements just really quick. Nate will not be here tonight. He is on vacation with his family. So, I will be manning the psychopath that is Ori for the night. So, there's that. Another announcement is I will be attending, me personally, I'll be attending PAX Unplugged. I was just talking to the group about that. I'll be attending that all 3 days in Philadelphia. So if you're going to be there and you want to meet me, look for the big dude with a beard and more than likely all by his lonesome because I don't think I know anybody that's going. So if you want to come say hi, I'll be there. Let's see. There was one more thing. Oh, I have a few things working in the background that eventually you guys will bear witness to. I cannot explain what they are yet, but I am excited, so you should be excited. And it's related to this channel, so I'm pretty excited about it. And I can't even tell the group. I can't even tell my friends about this because it's just that secret. So, we've been working on something for a long time, and I'm pretty excited. As I said, there's only one word to describe it, and that's excitement. Um, what's the other thing? Brain. Oh, time2roll.com. I will be. I'm also working on this. Something I can announce. I'm working on completely revamping our website. I've had it up for almost a year now, and it's about time I made it not just a shop. I'm going to be working on that. That's going to be a work in progress, but expect to see the website start to look a lot different than it has been. Also, look for more merch that will be available on the website eventually. That's taken a back burner because unless someone tells me that they want something, then I just kind of leave it as is for now, just because I'm very busy. Uh, I'm a very busy human being, especially getting to the end of the year. So, anyways, let's get into the game and let's see how everyone will react to what what we have in store and planned for tonight. So, let's do it. That one. Oh no. There. There's the people. Okay.
I think Zach has dealt with Yuri before.
Dealt with who?
Yuri on my Arc servers.
Yes, I've dealt with Yuri. He's a treat.
Oh, yes, you want to have this new sword? Okay, we can probably do that for you.
Alrighty. Well, since I've already been told by one person that they can hardly remember what happened at the end of last session, let's do a little bit of a recap, and then we'll get into some playing.
Yeah, but that person has a drinking problem.
I mean, listen, whatever you say, buddy.
Oh, shit, I'm talking about myself.
Yes. Okay. Last we left off, uh, all of you made your way through the Onakaris mountain range to attempt to find the Great Gates of Kriosh, one of the few entrances into the Dwarven civilization of Arandur. As you made it to the gate, with a little bit of help from Alan, Thaddeus, you were able to start translating the dwarvish runes that were set outside the gate. As this was happening, everybody else got into a fierce bit of combat with some sort of elemental type being. It was a serpent of water that sprung from the lakes nearby and attempted to almost repel you from this gate. Uh, After some quick thinking from Weavra and Beep, uh, the two were able to shield a majority of you from a massive tidal wave spell that crashed down on the platform outside of the gate. After a few rounds of combat and a few KOs from this water serpent, you were all able to heal. I think it was primarily Ori who got knocked out. Save Ori from dying and bringing him back up to his feet as basically the bowl that you were standing in this area started to fill with water rapidly. After a little bit of tinkering and a little bit of puzzle solving, you all were able to open the gate and make your way up the stairs as the water filled to the surface, finding yourself in a dark corridor of Dwarven make. After about an hour's worth of travel through this Dwarven corridor, you eventually made your way to a dimly lit tower that made out of stone, hanging from the ceiling, with chains shooting up, from the building up to the ceiling. You found what seemed to be a battlefield between dwarves and goblins. The goblins that were there were primarily killed, and the dwarvish warriors that were there seemed to be had been dead for quite a long time. However, the blood pools still remain. And that's where we left off, with a intense ringing through your ears, almost like a bell chiming through your head. Three of you succumb to this intense sound, being Beep, Zane, and Elka. All of you watch as the three of them, their eyes go blank and they fall to the ground unconscious. And that is where we left off. What do you guys want to do?
I think first thing I would do is just drop a quick first level cure wounds into whoever's closest to me that's knocked out. Beep, I think.
Elka's gonna let out a very loud.
Oh, I have a water skin of life. I'm going to move over to Elka as I hear her scream, and I have one of those water skins. Oh, I refilled them. I have 3. I am going to use one of those water skins from the water that was of the tree of life, and I'm going to, if she's not conscious, I'm going to do a head tilt, chin lift, and slowly turn her head sideways and then drip it in her mouth.
Okay.
If she is somewhat responsive to swallowing, I will assist her in drinking it.
Easy enough. You pour it down her. You're able to.
Man, it's almost like that's your job.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, I'm going to start an IV on her.
Can I get a banana bag?
I will. Yes. I'm going to do potassium and. Jesus Christ. Yes, it's vitamin K, potassium for your banana bag.
Okay, as you go to cast that spell, Weaver, and
2 milligrams of Narcan.
As you go to cast that cure wounds.
I mean, you saw her go down. You think it's safe to say she's not on drugs?
Yeah.
1 milligram of epi. I'm shocking.
Are you done?
Clear. You clear. You clear. Everybody clear. Shocking.
You guys watch Thaddeus fall dead.
Where's Zach though?
Oh, I'm muted. I'm sorry. I was like sitting here being sassy, and I'm like, wait.
Wow.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, Weaver, as you go to cast that spell, and Thaddeus, as you go to pour the bit of water into Elka's mouth, you see their bodies physically heal. So go ahead and roll for the water of life. I think it was a D. Was it 3d10? Wait, that's right. You have a shit ton of water. How much are you pouring into her mouth? Just enough for one heal? Because one heals, one heals 2d10.
I was gonna do like 3 heals.
Okay, 3 heals. Okay, so roll 6d10 for her. You see their bodies heal. However, their minds do not wake up. They are still unconscious. Weaver, with your knowledge of medicine, you would know that normally, and it's 6d10, not 5. There you go.
I could only see 5, so
Okay.
so add them together.
41 points of healing for you. So
Overheal, but I'll
with your general knowledge of medicine was the point I was going to make out for Vlivra. You would normally understand that when someone goes unconscious, regardless if it's because they're badly wounded or it's because of a magical effect, normally healing them with a healing potion or a spell would generally bring them back. However, they still remain unconscious. And with that 21, you would immediately spot that there's blood coming from all of their ears.
I'm gonna point that out to everybody else.
Alan, being a medicine man himself,
Are they on blood thinners? God damn! I'm going
rocks fall, Thaddeus dies. All right. Okay, Alan's going to make a medicine check as well.
I'm gonna call for a second unit, priority 1.
Alan will look at you, Weaver, and say, oh, well, if healing isn't working, then maybe a restoration spell of some sort. Let me try. And he'll walk over to Zane and cast Lesser Restoration. You will see, Zane, you will feel your consciousness slip back to your body. However, you are... you have an intense headache. And you've gained 1 point of exhaustion.
Great.
I rolled high enough on the medicine check that Alan could just do that. And Alan will look at you, Weaver. If you got that spell, that would probably work. I don't know.
Do this instead.
Yeah, seeing that work, I will immediately drop a greater restoration into Beep.
Greater restoration. Okay. Beep, you wake up.
Oh wait, lesser. You said he did a lesser. My bad.
Yes. You did a lesser. Okay, Beep, you wake up, pounding headache, but you do have a point of exhaustion. Alan will roll another medicine check to see if he can do what he needs to do. No.
Out of curiosity, if I did a short rest, would I be able to, like, if I did something equivalent to a short rest, would I be able to work off that point of exhaustion?
No. You need a short rest, or a exhaustion point goes away after a long rest.
Okay.
So you wake up. Alan will walk over and burn another spell slot into Elka and wake her up with a lesser restoration. He rolled really shit for his medicine check. Elka, you will wake up, but with also a point of exhaustion.
Wait, I gave her fluids before he woke her up.
And that healed her wounds if she had any. You're muted, Elka.
Where do I put my?
Just put it. Exhaustion should be a thing in Roll20. At least I think it should.
There is. It's in the setting menu. Track exhaustion somewhere.
Yeah, go to hit the little cog next to your spells. And then it's somewhere.
I'll look. You keep going.
Yeah, just I want to know where it is as well. I think it's okay. Yeah, show exhaustion tracking. far right, far right option
I
all the way
found
to the
it.
bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that on
Thanks.
for you as well.
Really easy.
Okay. Which
Okay.
I suggest all of you turn that on as well, if you haven't. Okay, so you all wake up, and immediately what you can gauge from what you just experienced is you all feel tired, but you also feel sad. It's just an intense bout of sadness that falls over you. And as you look around at this battlefield, you can't help but realize that there's a lot of sorrow going on that has went on in this area. You look around and there's two dwarves, which I will point them out here, to your left, that seem to be a male and a female dwarf, and they seem to be attempting to reach out to each other with their hands. And at this point, they're fairly skeletonized. Their clothes still remain, but the blood is still pooling. And Weaver, to you, that seems weird. Blood normally dries up after a few days of sitting. However, when you look around, there's blood everywhere, and it just feels almost alien. It's just it's a weird feeling. As you look up at the hanging fortress, and I used didn't exactly have an upside down roof, so you're just gonna have to use a little bit of imagination here with the roof that I used. You do see strung up dwarvish bodies being chained from the upside down fortress, and they're all fairly skeletonized. Let's see here. How many? There's 8 of you in the party.
So it was this sound that knocked everybody out.
Yes.
Is the sound still active?
Make a perception check. Wow. Hey, look at you.
What did I do?
Natural 20.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, wow.
Okay. You listen, and both Weavra and Alan, with your passives, you could hear it slightly as well. You do hear like a slight high pitched hum coming from the tower. Not so much that it is piercing like you would have assumed would be enough to knock out these 3. And it's just kind of constant. With your 25, Thaddeus, not only are you listening, you begin to open up all of your senses. And you start to look around, and you can't help but feel like you're being watched right now. And you felt this coming in, and to your knowledge, maybe it was from paranoia. Maybe it was from just having been in a fairly rough battle just at this point, just a few minutes ago. But as you look at the tower, it's almost as if the dead are staring through your soul. And that's a weird thing.
I'm just gonna tell you all this. I got this really weird feeling. I'm hearing a sound coming from the tower, I believe, and I really feel like somebody's watching us. Like there's eyes from somewhere, but I just can't tell. Maybe I don't know. I haven't been drinking, I promise. Or have I? I don't know.
The liquid blood still makes me uneasy as well. Makes this one uneasy as well.
Thaddeus,
Yes.
would you say that you always feel like somebody's watching you?
This is different. I mean, most of the time I feel like what's his fucking name is watching me, but this is different. This is, I don't know how to explain it. It's like cool. It's like a cool feeling of more than one set of eyes is watching me.
Alan will say, "Well, I think it might be best if we stay guarded, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a little as he looks down at his arm and down his bicep and like over on like his right pec. Alan is bleeding profusely. And I think it may be beneficial to see maybe take some time to deal with all of this. I can cast some healing spells if we want to move on.
Why are
but...
people bleeding? Let's get the hell out of here.
Well, I think we're supposed to. I think the whole point of us being here was we were supposed to navigate through these tunnels and go.
Well, if we're all will bleed to death, we're not going to be able to navigate.
Well, let me see if I could do something. And he will, choose a creature you can see within range. He's going to just cast Heal on himself, a 6th level spell. Actually, he can't because he's used all of his 6th level spells. Shit. He do 7th level, but it's not necessary for him. He's doing
that.
He's gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds. Is what he's gonna do.
Okay. I'm gonna stick a claw in and kind of like poke at the blood by the pair of dwarves. And then I might even try to like place them next to each other like they're resting.
Okay. Well, that's easy enough to do. They are skeletal remains, so moving them over, you're able to do that, and as you look at the blood, it just seems like blood. It seems like a pool of blood has been sitting here, and for what reason you do not know. However, when you go to touch these corpses, you do notice they're not quite skeletonized. One of them still has hair attached to their skull. The other, when you look at his face, he still has a nice puffy white beard that is that's still protruding from his jawline. He still has a fair amount of skin on his face. You can't make out any like real facial features. However, it is, for the time that they've been dead, from what you can gauge from the medicine checks and just from your general idea of being around death, just from this journey alone, you would have thought that they probably would have been dead for at least a decade. But as you get closer, it seems like they've maybe only been dead for a couple months. And it's really weird because it's almost as if both are true. And I'm gonna say for you, since you're up here with the bodies and you're close to that weird blue dim light, make a Arcana check for me.
Too distracted with everything else.
Something is strange. You just do not know what. Alan casts Mass Cure Wounds, by the way, so he's going to heal himself twice. So it's okay. So he's back up above 100. That's nice. Okay, and how many is it? 5 for Mass Cure Wounds, or is it 6? It's 6. Who's looking hurt? I know Ori's looking hurt.
think mainly Ori.
He'll at least dump one into Ori. Anybody else?
Not me.
I think I'm.
I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
think
much
I'm fine.
fine. I'm pretty much okay.
How's Elka?
I'm full of life too.
Okay. Don't think Alara really got damaged in that attack. Yeah, Alara's a little hurt, so he'll throw one at Alara as well. Alara, you heal. You're fully healed. So that's 4. He'll just dump. He'll dump 2 more into Ori then. So another 32 to Ori. Man, Ori was fucked up. Like, as these heals are coming on, you look over at him. He's got like gashes like around his like sternum and around his like basically from his sternum down to his pelvis, and you can see like looking a little closer, you could maybe see a little bit of his like internal organs starting to poke out. Like he's very hurt.
I'm gonna go poke the internal organs.
I
I mean, that
it's-
was the first time we've seen him go all unconscious.
Yeah, yeah. So that all seals up. Luckily, so it's not too gross. Okay, but he's still looking a little hurt, but the heals definitely help him. I need to mark I did mark it. Okay. So, as Alan kind of like looks around, he just goes, "Ori, you may want to take some time to,
Oh,
Not be
Nate's not
dead.
here.
yeah, Nate's on vacation." Let's see here. How many? I know he has a shit ton of healing potions. Just trying to figure out where they are. How many does he have?
God, those are ugly units. The Edmonton Oilers are playing an outdoor game and they're wearing some retro uniforms and they are uglier than shit.
Alright.
If anybody can.
So Ori will drink a full normal healing potion, give 20 HP. Ori's looking okay now. Still down 50 HP. Jesus. I forgot how much HP this dude has. He almost has more than Alan. Okay. So Alan
Have
will
we
kind of...
located the source of that noise yet?
With your perception check, you can tell that the source of the noise is either coming, which you rolled a nat 20, so you'd be able to tell within reason. It's definitely coming from the tower. Where at in the tower, it's really hard to tell, even with a natural 20. And Weaver, you also kind of understand that noise is coming from the tower. Let me see here. I'm going to roll a d8, and this will tell me who's going to be making this save or making this check. Beep. Make a perception check.
All right.
Joke's on you, he has a higher bonus than
19.
19.
Nice. You fail. You're dead.
You cannot hear this high buzzing sound or this high piercing sound. However, you do notice, as you use your feline eyes to look ahead, you do notice almost like some movement in the shadow. And you immediately flag this as being either a human or a dwarf or some sort of humanoid. Because you see a hand crawling up from the ground and right in front of Alan, and now Alan kind of like when let me see what F. Allen will say.
Thank you, Corrigan.
By the way, when Beep sees this, he's just gonna say, "Beep," and point towards where the movement came
Alan will
from.
roll with advantage then. Okay. Yeah, Alan will see it. Folks, we may have some issues. And as he looks down, Beep, you see two hands reach up out of the stone ground and push itself out of basically this cobblestone. And as you look at it, it looks like a dwarf. Its skin is gray, and it's wearing some weird armor. And as you look closer, it's almost as if the top of its head is split open. Let me see here.
Can we determine if it's undead or not?
You'll find out. So, this is what you see. If you want to... There you go. That's what he looks like. So, as he crawls forward, he will say, "Who are you?" Saying in general. In common.
Elka's gonna push Zane forward, like you talk to him.
Beep's just gonna put his thumb up to himself, and he's gonna say, "Beep."
This is Beep.
I'm gonna pull out my cell phone and Google what it looks like.
Thaddeus takes 40 points a second.
Damn it.
Is anybody stepping up to talk to this thing?
I introduced Beep. What do you mean?
This creature, human, he looks like a dwarf, a little tall for a dwarf, but maybe it's just because of his armor. He just looks, and as you get closer in the dim blue light, you see that his eyes do not have pupils. They are just white. And he will say, "Not heard an answer. Who are you?"
Zane Rona.
Thaddeus Sterling from the House of Sterling, here at your service.
Saying he kind of
Collectively, we are the rat bastard.
looks at you. And you have your armor on, right?
I do.
He kind of like tilts his head, not exactly like he's very confused as to what you are, because you can't really tell underneath the armor. However, as Thaddeus steps up and says something, he goes, "Elf usurper. Get 'em, boys." Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, god damn it.
Why is it always that?
Got my purse.
Hurry.
Are you though?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, if you keep introducing yourself as Thaddeus Sterling of the House of Sterling,
Even though you were
Maybe now.
exiled,
right?
like mine.
It's more of a freaking joke, but now it's
Yeah.
like,
There it goes.
Zach, can you delete the Southern Moor token of me? Because that, for some reason, doesn't seem like it's linked to my character feat, right?
Do any of our characters
no, it
speak
was.
Dwarvish? You should probably.
Thaddeus.
Yeah. Why didn't you speak in Dwarvish to the guy?
that's a good question.
And this is why we're dying.
Probably has to do with wine. Warner's peach and honey wine.
Sorry, I'm Vivra. You see in front of you a older looking haggard dwarvish man gray skin, no pupils in his eyes, just pure white eyes, almost like morph out of the wall of this tower, and like splash himself onto the ground in front of you. He looks kind of gross. In front of all of you, you see another older dwarvish man, pale skin, walk out very slowly from this blood pool. You see another more ghastly looking dwarf man with a hood over and blood in his white beard, and he looks a little bit more undead than the others. And then peeking out from behind these rocks, you see a feeble old dwarf kind of like walk forward and like put his hand down on this corpse right here of a fallen dwarf, and you see his arms start to like suck in the blood from around the area. And this one with the weird fucked up head says to all of you, "You must die." Okay.
Does voice action take initiative?
Talking is free. If that's what you're asking.
In Dwarvish, before combat starts, I'm going to say, "We are not here to kill ya." We're here as friends and companions.
I'm gonna mute real quick. Shut my door.
That was not Dwarven in the background.
No.
That dog was speaking Dwarven. What do you mean?
Pull out my dagger.
He will say to you in Dwarvish, "You speak our language. That is blasphemy." And I need to roll initiative for a bunch of people.
Well, I just pissed him off more, gang.
Ori rolled like shit for initiative.
We saw that coming.
And the first attack roll Zach makes is going to be really high for some odd reason.
And they all rolled 20s.
Alan also rolled like shit. Is Alan's modifier. Okay. It's okay, I guess. That one rolls. Yeah, that thing's dex is awful. Like minus dex. That's 11. Okay. That one's okay.
Does the dwarf by me look like one of the two that I kind of laid more peacefully?
With your perception, no, it does not. This the dwarf in front of you looks I don't know, it doesn't quite, they don't look quite the same. Facial features and everything don't quite match up. Okay. This one. And we'll go. There we go. Okay, that one rolls a. I'm not rolling great for initiative for anybody. Oh, hey, there you go. That's a 19 for that, or 19 on the die for that one. Descending order. All right. To start off combat, Elka. You see these 5 dwarvish corpses is the best way you could describe it. They're not quite dead, but they aren't quite alive, but they also strangely aren't undead. It's a very weird bit of circumstance for sure.
So my exhaustion, I have disadvantage on ability checks. That's not disadvantage on combat, right?
Correct.
Okay. And we're gonna go for this guy.
I believe that's the case.
I'm gonna
Let me double check.
Stabby stab. Grab all my.
Yeah, just a disadvantage on.
It says
Yeah, three
It's
points
disadvantage on-
of exhaustion is where you have disadvantage on attacks.
got it. So I have 20, 24.
24 to hit. Let me double check that one. It's this guy.
The 22 didn't hit.
So I'm checking. I didn't have this character sheet up.
Oh no.
No, 24. Yeah, 24 hits.
Just the 24?
22 also hits.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, not trying to give you a...
Give me a freaking heart attack.
Yeah, sorry.
And all my. Okay. $14.
14 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm attack again with my attack. 18?
To hit?
Yeah.
Misses.
I will go right ahead. It's my. Nope. I rolled an 8 and a 5. Let me try doing my. Do I get an extra attack even if I miss? I did
with your
an attack?
with your bonus action, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. There we go. 24.
Hit, yes. I need something to write on.
10 more damage.
So, okay, so you did it was okay.
Oh, freaking right.
I got it.
What?
No, I got it. Don't worry. Okay. You carve into this guy, and as you sink your rapiers into him, he takes them all, but his body like absorbs the blows. It does the amount of damage that you think, but it is like almost hard to pull your weapon out as you sink it into him.
Oh, boy.
Obviously, he's a mimic.
Obviously, yes.
Don't say. I think that's
That's all you're gonna do? Okay. Okay. I'm writing down HP on a piece of paper. It's easier for me to keep track of. Okay. Ending your turn, it is now this one's turn. Where is he at? Okay, he is going to... Let's see. You're going to see him pull daggers out from underneath his cloak. And he is going to look at you, Elka, and realize that you are cutting into his companion. And he is going to go to throw what looks to be a really rusted dagger. He's going to throw it at you, so he needs to roll the hit. This is plus to hit. Plus... Okay. 21 to hit? No? Okay. He throws it, and you watch it come at you, and then when he realizes that it's sailing just slightly past your face, it disappears and returns back in his hand. He's going to throw again. That's a 28.
Yeah, I guess that will hit me.
Yeah, sorry, rolled an 18.
You're not sorry.
No, I'm not. Okay.
I hope you roll low on.
Hey, fuck you. All right. So that's okay. This dagger shoots at you with like this green pulse, like bending around it. Okay. Know how much that does, and now I need to roll.
What's your shot?
36. Okay, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as this dagger hits you in your shoulder. Ooh.
9.
That's a fail. Okay, you take 6 points of piercing damage as it hits you, and 16 points of psychic damage. As it hits you with your with that failed wisdom save, you feel that intense piercing ring in your ears, and you fall unconscious.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
I'll just, we're going to use, for unconscious marker, we're going to use that little circle with 2 lines through it. Okay, he has a bonus action. You're going to see him, you're going to see him, like, touch his left shoulder, and he's going to, you won't, okay, because you're passed out. But everybody else is going to see him shrink down to about the size of a mouse. And he is now small, which I can't make him any smaller than he is here. But he's a tiny boy, and you're going to see him crawl, and he's going to disappear. Well, actually, with that roll, he isn't going to disappear. You see him like duck behind this rock, and you could just see his tail, or what would be his tail, but the cloak of his, like, drapes of his cloak coming off, like behind the rock. But he is hiding, attempting to hide. All of you see him because I rolled a 4 on the dice for stealth. Okay, that is his turn. Beep, your turn.
All right. I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay.
So do that.
Alrighty, makes you harder to hit. Gotcha.
Yep. And then I'm going to, let me see. I'm going to move into a defensive position on Dennis.
Okay. Fuck,
okay,
Alka.
the person who's literally unconscious.
Yeah, you're fine.
If
I
Dennis
don't
dies, I'm
I-
leaving the fucking campaign. Like, you will never see this face again.
Pretty sure Ori will murder all of us.
Yeah.
Dennis.
That's the end, guys.
You'll
So-
be okay. But yes, I'm doing that.
Okay.
I'm going around Dennis, and then I'm going to. Hold on, let me see. I guess I'll do Zane Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, Zane, take that
Alright.
D10. God, I have 15 Chrome tabs open right now. So
Nice. I bet your Ram's feeling real good right now.
I'm curious. Let me look.
Brother, I'm working with one RAM stick right now, praying to God.
I have 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM, and currently streaming, casting, and with 15 Chrome tabs open, my computer's running it with using up 41 gigabytes of RAM.
Damn.
Yeehaw.
I wonder how much of that is Chrome.
A lot. Nate just messaged me. What's up with Nate? I said, is there anything you want Ori to do specifically? Nate says, kill everything. So there's that.
Don't kill Dennis.
Not Dennis.
Okay.
Go. Text him back and say Dennis is now dead.
No.
I'll tell him I'll do my best not to kill Ori, and he said,
God, before you
thanks.
start, don't.
Kill
If
everything.
I ever see Ori side-eyeing Dennis, I'm gonna put Beep into combat with him.
All right.
Right in
Beat him over the head with a lute.
So that's Beep's turn. Do you want to? So you're just keeping defensive position on Dennis?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna defend Dennis with
Am
my
I?
life.
It's now.
Am I sitting on Dennis?
Yes.
Oh, fuck me.
Um.
Dennis goes, I'm going too.
All right. It is this one's turn next to Vivra. This one is going to do the same thing that the other one did, except the opposite, and cast bonus action enlarge on itself. So it's going to be that big. And it is going to move right in front of Vivra. And it is going to... Let me double check. It is going to use... You're going to see, Vivra, you're used to fire, with you being a wildfire spirit druid. You see him summon almost like a dagger of fire in its hand, and it almost, it's not even a dagger, it's more or less a short sword, but in his hand, being enlarged, it looks smaller, and he's going to look at you and he's going to stab you with this fire. Let me check. 18 to hit.
Meets it, beats it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You take... Okay. You take 20 points of piercing damage and 8 points of fire damage as it stabs into you. It doesn't have it doesn't have multi-attack. That's its turn. It's gonna pull out the blade and just kind of look at you and smile. That will end its turn. Zane, what would you like to do?
Let's see. Where's the thing there? Very big. Try to defend my girl. I'll roll up here and punch this fucker in the face.
Okay.
This should hit. Do the maths quick. What's that? 9. 25.
That hits.
4.
4 points of damage.
No, I'm saying 4. 6. 11 thunder damage.
11 thunder damage.
Yep.
He's still standing, looking a little rattled.
I'm gonna punch him again.
Okay, do it.
Less good. Pretty sure 12 misses.
12 misses, yes.
That's all I got.
Okay. It is now Alara's turn.
I want to hop off my steed
Okay.
and moonbeam.
Moonbeam? Which one?
Moonbeam. Let me see. 5-foot radius, 40 high. So let's go this guy right here.
Sorry.
Actually, no. Wait. Do I have a chance, or is that rock in the way? Yeah, fuck
You-
that. This guy right here.
What? This one right here? Sorry, this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a dexterity saving throw or a con save?
Constitution.
Gotcha. For that one is over here. 16.
Does it say?
No, your spell save DC has to be higher than that at this point.
Let me see. Oh yeah, mine's 18. Woo!
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
2d10. I want to use the dice here because I can't roll worth shit.
All right, 8.
8.
And it just stays there. So let me go ahead and
I flip him the fucking bird. I've had enough.
just done. There you go. Moonbeam is. Can you check what the size of that is?
Yeah.
Is it
5 foot radius, 40 foot high cylinder.
5 foot radius? So it's literally this entire just blasting down on him. Okay. 8 points. Good to know. Alright, and that stays there. Anything else you want to do? You have probably 5-10 feet more movement, but that's up to you.
Yup. I'm gonna move back.
Okay.
Because now he's probably pissed.
Alrighty. It is now. That's the end of your turn. It's now Alan's turn. Alan's gonna look at Elka. Well, shit. He's gonna just walk up and he's going to dump a. He's gonna do a lesser restoration because he failed this. Where's Alan's character sheet? There he is. Okay. So lesser is second level spell. So he's now done 3. All right. And Elka, you wake up. However, you do get another point of exhaustion. You are still technically prone, so we'll leave you sideways like that for now. Alan is then going to, since that's an action. Nah, no need. Alan's just gonna kind of like pat you on the shoulder, Zane, say, well, good luck. And he's gonna back up 15 feet. Thaddeus, it's your turn. You're muted, Todd.
Sorry. Is Elka still unconscious?
No, she's prone. She is awake.
Okay. I'm gonna go after. How far am I from this big fucker?
Over next to what?
The big boy.
Over next to Weavro?
Yeah.
You are 40 feet.
Okay. Do I have attack of opportunity since he's focused on Weaver?
You mean sneak attack?
Or sneak it? Well, yeah, sneak attack.
Well, technically, he is engaged with Weavro, so yes. Since his reach is 10, his reach is larger. My parents just brought me food, and I didn't even ask them to. Wow.
What? What did they do wrong? No,
Right?
Oh my god, I just stop, Todd. Stop. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna attack with my rapier.
Okay.
23.
Hold on. I'm handling a lot of character sheets here. Let me find his AC. That one. 23. Yes, that hits.
All right. So Rapier damage 9, and sneak attack 17.
Okay.
So total of 26.
Okay.
And
Are
do I
you?
have any?
You didn't bonus action poison before you attack, so you didn't inject the poison into your blade.
Oh shit.
So I'm not gonna let you do that. You have to do that before. So.
Well, that's fair. Okay. Do I still have any action left or reaction?
You have a bonus action and a reaction. Your bonus action, you can't attack again, but you could disengage. You could.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm going to disengage, and I'm going to pull the cloak over my head and go invisible.
You cannot do both. Using your pulling your cloak over as a bonus action in combat. So.
All right.
You can't. If you want to go invisible there, you can, but you're not disengaging. You'd have a general idea of where you're at.
Okay. I'm going to then just disengage. How many feet can I move disengage?
You moved like you said. You moved 40 feet. What's your speed?
A good question. 35.
Okay, you would have had to bonus action dash to even get there. So your bonus action was you dashing.
I'm right there.
Yeah, he would have been one shorter. And I think when you were measuring to a further corner of him too. So
okay, so then yeah, you could bonus action disengage. So you would if you wanted to bonus action disengage, you would be able to step back out of his range technically, but you don't have the movement to do that. So
disengage is a 5-foot step in and of itself.
yeah, so but he has a 10-foot reach. That's why to disengage. That's one of those weird gray lines in D&D where it's like technically you don't have the movement to do it, but
Okay. Well, then I'm going to.
But rule of cool, and I really don't necessarily care, and it's part of your. It's part of you being a rogue. You could disengage out of his range right there.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I'll allow it.
And I'm going to text my mom and tell her I'm going to be late for dinner.
I wasn't paying attention. I thought you meant in game, and I was like, who?
I'm being a smart ass.
Yes, I picked up
My
on
mom
that.
said I can't. Maybe next weekend, guys.
Okay, well that is your turn. It is now seemingly the leader's turn. Where is his attacks? He's going to. You're going to see him reach his hand out, and apparating in his hand is going to be a giant warhammer. And he is going to look at Elka, prone, look at Zane, fully armored, shrug his shoulders, and just bring the hammer down on Elka.
Who's doing that? The guy next to Elka?
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
What was that?
Thunder Gauntlets.
Thunder Gauntlets, right. Well, he has advantage because she's prone, so it's just a straight roll. Which is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. For his... Okay. Just making sure I'm rolling the right dice here. Okay. Okay, so it's a... That's 18 points of bludgeoning damage from his hammer, and then he's going to, as his hammer apparates, you notice a chain attached to it, to the end of it. He's going to take his hammer and flip it and swing it down with his mace. That's basically like a ball, like a spiked ball and chain. He's going to bring that down on you as well.
Oof.
It's a natural 20, but you don't take crits.
Nope.
So it's just a hit, just an auto hit, and luckily this doesn't do as much damage. You take 8 points of piercing damage. He is then going to use his bonus action. Immediately after a creature within 5 feet of the hammer hits it, an attack will occur. And then he also has he is going to use his bonus action to use absorb life. And he's going to do this to both Zane. It's an AoE, so he's going to do this to Zane and Elka. I'm going to need both of you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
$27.
27? Okay, that's successful.
22 for me.
Also successful. So, you feel a drain of life force coming out of you, but it's not as intense. You're able to steel yourself. However, you still both... Okay, your max hit point total temporarily goes down by 5 HP. And Zane, yours goes down by 4. And you see him start to heal as he absorbs.
I'm sorry, how much damage?
You're not taking damage. Your max hit points go down by 5 temporarily. So if you want to just put that in like temp HP, just a -5 or whatever, just so you know. And he will heal a total of 9 HP. And Zane, your goes down by 4. Okay. And that is the end of his turn. It is now the guy in the moonbeam's turn. Which I think at the end of his turn, if he ends his turn, and he takes the damage. However, he necessarily doesn't give a shit. He's gonna. So it's moonlight, not sunlight. Good to know.
Oh.
All right.
Technically, moonlight is sunlight.
I will.
Because the moon doesn't put off light.
It is. Oh, let me double check that because it is a. So, there he has sunlight sensitivity. Well, in sunlight, he has disadvantage on attack rolls as well as on perception checks. Okay, yeah, moonbeam would count as sunlight, technically. So, he is going to
Not the-
step out of the beam, shielding his eyes. He's going to move right there. You're going to see him apparate a Lara. You're going to see him apparate a, we'll say, yeah. He's going to apparate what looks to be like a spear in his hand, and he's going to throw it at your face.
Oh.
It's 24 to hit. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
That's a fail. Okay. You take. So range is. So you take 3 points of piercing damage. However, and it's a glancing blow across your face. However, you are now bleeding. So you have disadvantage on bleeding, I believe. Let me double check just so I'm not. Okay, yeah. You're bleeding. You have disadvantage on saving throws and attack rolls for 2 turns.
At least it was me.
And a
And
turn.
not David.
And a turn. That's now Ori's turn. Him seeing you get injured puts him into a fury, and he's just going to walk up to this guy. And with his axe, I need to find Ori's character sheet. Alright. The fuck? Oh my god. I didn't realize that his plus to hit was that much.
Look it up.
The spirit innate is with us. That's a natural 20. Making it 33. Unless I roll like shit on these dice, this guy's toast. Plus a d6 of. Oh my god. That's 3 11s on the 3d12. So it's 30, 36. With the 3's already doubled because he's. I mean, so. No, he's not. So that's 72 points of damage to this one. And he is dead. Because of course he is. That is there 1, 2, 3, 4. It's at 20 feet. He's going to step forward slightly with the last bit of his movement, and for his extra attack, he's going to throw his axe at the one that is in front of Zane and Elka. And that is a natural 2. So that's a 15 that misses. So, and he will use his bonus action to say the power word attached to it to bring his axe back into his hands. And that is gonna. I think Ori is gonna end his turn there because he's already used action surge. Which, keeping track, by the way, for you, Elka, if you used action surge in the fight prior with the serpent, then you can't use it because you've yet to have a rest.
I mean, I have a counter for it, and I had it available. I don't think I used it on the last one.
Okay, just making sure. Ori did use Action Surge and Second Wind, so... And Indomitable.
I used Second Wind and Indomitable.
Okay, Fuivra, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just, I'm probably gonna keep it relatively... Actually, let me double check this real quick. Oh, that's a save spell, so being in melee isn't going to make it, suck, so I'm going to go ahead and cast Flame Strike, on this bastard, but far enough away so that it obviously doesn't hit, Zane or Elk.
Okay. And is it a roll, or is it a roll to hit? Gotcha. Oh, it's a
Dex
save.
save, yeah.
Understood. That's a fail. 26 points. Oh. Radiant damage. I didn't realize.
And that's radiant.
Okay. Yeah, he just evaporates. He's dead. No longer exists.
Probably a waste given that, but,
Oh, no, it's because of the radiant damage. You get the sense it was because of the radiant damage, specifically for him.
Fair. And then I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do on my turn, because I'm not going to move off of this guy, and I'm just going to kind of keep on keeping on.
Okay. As now this guy's turn, he's going to step forward. And he's going to use bonus action to enlarge. And he is going to use this guy. he is going to use fire spray. I need Elka and Zane to both make a dexterity saving throw.
22.
Making sure with
21.
21. Both of you succeed. However, you do both still take... enlarge... Okay. Enlarge, it doubles the dice. So... you guys would take 22, but however, it's half, so 11, and Zane half that, so...
I also
6.
take half because it's fire.
Are you resistant to fire?
Yeah.
Oh, well then you
I'm
both take...
part fire. I'm part gold dragon.
You both take 6 points of fire damage then. He looks a little angry that it didn't hurt nearly as much as he thought it would. That was the end of his turn. Okay. Top of the order.
All right, I'm gonna stand up. Myself. I'm gonna do burning hand.
Okay. It's a dex save.
Yeah.
DC would be equal to your intelligence. So it'd be 8 plus
My
your...
spell save DC is 14.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Is okay. 14. Spell save DC of 14. Dex check for that guy. When he's enlarged, he has disadvantage on dex saves. That's a fail.
13 damage.
13 damage. Okay.
And that's... Can't reach this guy back here, right?
No, and he's small. He's not hidden from you, however, because he's now the size of a rat, he does technically have 3/4 coverage behind that rock that I just can't shrink his token.
Got it. Okay.
At least not to my knowledge. I'd have to...
Since I cast a spell, do I get my attack, or is it just me?
If you choose to cast a spell, that is your action.
Right, but do I get an like my extra attack?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Then I'm done.
All right. It is now the little guy's turn. He's going to peek out. And he's going to look at... He's going to survey the field. And we're going to see which one he hits. I'm just going to go ahead and roll a... Between you two, Ori, and... You two, Ori, and Alara. He's going to try to throw... He's going to try to hit Zane. When he's reduced, okay. But he does have advantage. Whoa. It's a natural 20 on Zane. You take 2 points of piercing damage because you only take 1 from the little tiny dagger that sinks through your armor and just like finds a crease in your armor and hits you in your collarbone. You also take... Wow. That's three. That's 3 ones on 3d6. So that's, you take 6 points of psychic damage. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeesh. Eight.
8. That's a fail. Yes, and normally that's the case, but for these creatures, they take. You don't roll the damage on the hit on the for the piercing damage. It's just 1 because they're so tiny. Good looking out though. Specific creatures have specific rules with them. So, Zane, you said 8 on your wisdom save.
Yep.
You're unconscious. He will then sidestep again. And looking between the legs of the big guy, he's going to attempt to throw another dagger at Elka. Damn. I think this is a 21 to hit. 21 does not hit.
No, it doesn't.
All right. Dagger goes wide, misses you. He is then going to use some of his movement, and he's going to attempt to hide behind this axe. Okay. And he, in your eyes, just kind of disappears. But all of you, except for... Actually, all of you that can see him, he just kind of disappears. Even Alan, wow. That is his turn, though. Beep.
Is there anyone who's like looking particularly bad right now? I know Zane's unconscious, but
Zane's unconscious. Elka's a little
I'm
injured.
about half.
Ori still looks a little fucked up, but he seems to be fine.
I was gonna say I'm unconscious, but pretty well off.
okay, I'm going to go up to Elka here. And then I'm going to do a Cure Wounds. I'll do that at level 3. Let's hope this time it's actually a good roll.
That's not bad.
Not awful.
Okay, so Elka, you heal 13 points of healing.
And let me check one thing. Okay, and I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to go back to the tent.
Okay.
I gotta keep him. I gotta keep him calm.
Alrighty.
Do I need to do like an animal handling to see if I can keep him calm or?
He's
no?
currently... I've been rolling periodic wisdom saving throws for him, and he's been fine.
Okay, cool. All right, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Definitely doesn't seem as rattled as he did when facing against the giant water serpent monster.
That's understandable.
Okay. It is now the one next to Weaver's turn. It is this guy, yeah. He is going to just see that he's gonna look at Thaddeus, look at you. And he's going to move towards Thaddeus. He's gonna step past you, so if you want to take an attack of opportunity, you can. Weaver.
Oh, Weaver or me?
Weaver.
Does he see that?
Yeah, if Thaddeus, he just disengaged.
Oh, okay. I thought he did the cloak and not disengaged. Then yeah, I will go ahead and just take a poke at.
Okay.
don't think a 10 is going to do it.
10 misses. Unfortunately. Thaddeus, he's going to stab you.
Okie dokie.
17 to hit.
My armor class is 16.
Okay, so that hits you.
I have evasion. I have uncanny dodge.
Yes. It's a 19 plus. Yeah. You take 19 points of piercing damage and 1 point of fire damage. Does uncanny dodge allow you to? I know evasion and uncanny dodge allows you to take half damage. I just can't remember if does uncanny dodge just is a reaction, right?
Starting at 5th level, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the attack's damage.
When you take 10 points of damage. That is his turn. He can't do anything else. Zane, you are unconscious. Your turn is skipped.
Yay.
Actually, wait. Hold on. Actually, you can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Let's see, my wisdom saves suck. It's actually pretty good. 21.
You wake up. And no point of exhaustion. But you were prone. You just kind of wake up like, what the fuck? But that is your turn. That's safe.
Okay.
Alara.
Okay. The big boy is right there. Actually, I'm thinking. I'm gonna move up just a wee bit. Actually, you said Ori was hurt a little bit?
He looks hurt, but not like in pain, if that makes sense. Like,
Okay.
definitely looks battle torn, but nothing like
Nothing crazy. Okay. I'm gonna step right here where I'm at. And I am going to I just saw it. Where the fuck? Oh no, I gotta be closer for that. I want to cast poison spray, but I have to be 10 feet. It's 10 feet, so I would have to be how close to the big guy?
10.
How far can I move?
Poison spray is from your. So if it's 10 feet, you were right here.
Right.
You can move as a goblin. I think you can just move 30 feet. So you could, if you wanted to poison spray him, you could. You would just have to go. You can go right there and do it, and probably not hit Elka or Zane. Or if you go right here.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Or maybe one up it, like here.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright. We'll do that then.
All right. I just want to check one thing.
And can I do it at the 5th level? Because that's a 2d12 damage.
Well, yeah, it naturally goes up as you level up since it's a cantrip. So
Silly me.
and you guys are 10th level, so yeah, it's still 2d12. But it is a Constitution saving throw for him, which he gets advantage on because he is from resilience. That's a fail.
Yeah, boy.
I just want to double check Moonbeam because I'm
Me roll.
pretty sure.
10 damage. Oh.
I think it's concentration and a bonus action.
Yeah, I just want to see if it was a bonus action to move it. It is a bonus action. Okay. Alright, I'll just make sure the poison spray is not. 10 points of damage to him. Which is that one. Okay. You could still use bonus action to move the your moonbeam. I think it can move 20 feet.
Bonus action 20 feet? Move me the fuck back.
That's all you can move, so...
Back?
Oh, no, you can't move anymore.
Oh, I can't. Where was
No,
I? Was I here
yeah.
or there?
You're
Yeah, I
right
was
there.
here.
Yeah. You can move your moonbeam that's still active right here 20 feet from you.
I'm gonna stay right there then.
Alright. It's now Alan's turn. Seeing as things are kind of going okay, but not the best, Alan is going to cast he saw that the radiant damage was doing an okay job. He's gonna go ahead and he does have that. Cool. He's gonna cast that, which is a 60-foot radius. So he's gonna try not to hit everybody. 60-foot radius is quite large. It's 25. Jesus. Okay. Wait, does he get to pick and choose targets with that? I can't remember. On a point you choose, each creature in that light must make constant. Yeah, he can't exactly. He's going to make it so it's. He doesn't want to hit Weaver with it.
I mean, chances are I can take it, so.
Yeah. You know, he's probably just gonna do that. He's going to be like, sorry, friend, and he's going to to hit all three of them. He's gonna have to get pretty much. He's gonna have to give Weavra, Elka, Zane, and Alera inside the sunburst.
Oh, and actually, my original thought is not gonna be great. So never mind on that original.
He's the only one that can see the little shit. So, okay, like from there. Okay, yeah, he's just gonna center it there. You guys are just gonna see an intense. Well, not quite that. It's a little bit bigger than that. From the entire thing. And basically engulfing the entire, you get the idea. Not hitting Guivra. He's gonna blast that guy and that guy with it. Bonuses to having... Okay. That one is not. But you watch the big guy in front of you, Zane and Elka, just get incinerated. This little guy, you can't see him, is not doing too hot. Wait. Actually, he's dead. Because he's doesn't do too great with radiant damage. So he's dead. And Alan will immediately just Oh wait, they had to save. Well, they have disadvantage anyways. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that's a 4 and a 3. Okay. So they both take 42 full damage. All right. I can clear it, and then I'll go ahead and. Okay. Alan's gonna be like, "Whew. All right, I did my part," and he's gonna sit down. Thaddeus, it's your turn.
Does this guy look bloodied in front of me?
He's looking kind of hurt. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he is going to be. Is he focused on me?
Yes, he just hit you with a. He just stabbed you with a fire knife.
Disengage and that.
Well, you would get you would, because he's technically still engaged with Vivra. Because of his size, you would still get sneak attack because you have advantage.
All right, then we are going to.
Yeah, and if I need to extend my spear to give Thaddeus sneak attack, I will do.
All right, so 22. I'm assuming that's a hit, and
That hits.
I am using my bonus action to engage my poison.
Okay. So 22 hits. Go and roll your rapier damage. And then add 2d6. Okay, so it's 13. Now add sneak attack. Oof.
What the fuck?
You had 2 1s in that. Yikes.
Yo.
So that's 27 points of damage. He's looking quite hurt, but he is not dead yet.
I think that's my whole attack.
All right. It's now Ori's turn. Ori's going to use his full movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that within 20? That's 35 feet. Yeah, he can't. He'd throw with disadvantage. He's going to go ahead and throw his axe at disadvantage. Wow. Okay, that's 18 to hit. Does that hit him? That just hits him. All right. So, oh my god. Nate, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Just that's 3d8 and a 3d and a d6 for his axe. Or not 8 d8s, 3d12 and a d6. I just rolled a 1, a 3, and a 2 on the d12s, and then a 1 on the 6. Okay,
Impressive.
that's moderately depressing. So that's 7 points of radiant damage, or of damage. Which these aren't specifically. He's gonna bonus action recall and he's. What would Ori do? Ori would definitely throw again. All right, we're gonna throw again. That's misses. What's a natural 2? So Ori's axe goes flying past the guy and lands on the other side. That is the end of Ori's turn. Ori's like, oh, my axe. Weaver, your turn. He's looking. This guy's
I'm gonna
looking
give this guy
real
the-
hurt.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get the burning.
Okay. What's spell save DC? 17? 16. Fails. So 11 points Fire damage. How do you want to do this?
I just want him to like just as big a wall as I can make with a first level spell, just completely engulfing, surrounding him, and stopping like just short of Thaddeus's face.
Okay, Thaddeus, you watch as this guy just erupts in flames. His beard catches fire. His eyebrows turn to cinder, and eventually he just falls to his knees, reaching out with his flame sword in his hand, going to stab at you one last time, and the flame just disappears out of his hand and extinguishes, and then he erupts into flame, and he is dead. Yeah, it is the end of combat.
This one uses the fire here.
Who are you talking to?
Think us.
Oh, I was talking to the corpse.
Mm.
Alright. So, all of you dealing with this fight, you all see Alan just kind of go like, "It's been nothing but combat ever since we got towards this mountain. What the hell's going on? Where are the dwarves? I've heard stories about these places and haven't seen a damn dwarf other than dead ones by the looks of it."
This one does not know.
All right. Alan's just gonna kind of like, he's gonna look at everybody. All right, I'll do the thing, and he will cast Mask Cure Wounds. He'll go ahead and do it. He's pretty burnt out on spell slots.
Do I still have my negative to max health?
I
Is
can
that
do
like
it instead.
Yes.
till our next long rest?
Next long rest, that goes away. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's a shit roll. Okay, Alan's gonna heal himself one of those. He will heal Vivra with one of them. He'll look at Dennis, a little worried, realize he's okay. He will throw one on Elka. He'll give one to Lara. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll give one to Ori as 5th, and then Zane, are you hurt really at all?
Not a whole lot.
How about Thaddeus?
No.
Okay. He'll just go ahead and give it to how about Beep? Did Beep get hit at all in that fight?
I don't think I got hit.
Okay, he'll just give it to Zane then.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me get rid of these because my computer is screaming for its life with all these Chrome tabs. Okay. Alrighty. Alan will look at all of you. Well, I can still hear that weird little high-pitched hum, so still be on guard, but maybe we should go investigate that tower, see if we can find the source of it, or do you just want to move on? There's seems to be holes in the wall over there.
We could make our way that way.
This one thinks the sooner we are away from the noise, the better.
I tend to
Agreed.
agree. Alright. And he will tap his staff again and say, Thaddeus, you recognize the Elvish words of come to me, my light. And you'll see dancing lights shoot out of his staff. And Alan's just gonna be like, well, alright, well, I suppose I could do something for him. And he will walk up And for the first time, all of you you've never seen him do this before, but Alan's just gonna like sit down and cross his legs, and pulling out of his pouch, you're gonna see candles. He pulls out candles and like snaps and lights them, and a few other trinkets. And he is gonna pull out what looks to be a like a little medallion. Probably, definitely, it has a hole drilled into it. It's made out of metal, and on it you see you see what looks to be like a tree branch with like a snowflake embedded behind it. And he's going to sit down. He's going to cast ceremony. If any of you want to make a religion check to figure out what that medallion is, you certainly can. So he is going to amplify it with his last. This isn't a rule, but I figured it's fine. He's gonna amplify it so that way all the dead bodies in this area are affected, and he's gonna cast the funeral rite of ceremony. And you're gonna see a bright light glow, and with the 17 religion check, Weaver, you do recognize the symbol. Because you've seen it before, as I pull up. Just making sure. All right, there we go. You would recognize that marking as the marking of Ammriel, the goddess of winter and knowledge. She's also known as the Mother of Tundras. She tends to be a deity that is benevolent and cares for those that live on the mortal plane. She actively went against the... she actively went against her fellow gods that sought to destroy the mortal plane during the fracture. So she's one of the very few gods in all of the world that is still currently being actively worshipped. 17, you wouldn't know much more about her other than that. But
that's fair. But as soon as I recall Tundra, I just shiver a little and don't say anything.
And the shivers right, because as a bright light, kind of like, it's a soft bright light, it shines down, and as it spreads and harmlessly rolls over all of you, you do feel just a very slight sense of a cold breeze make its way through the cavern. And Alan will just kind of like nod and I haven't done that in a while. Well, I figured that was appropriate. And he'll just kind of look up at the sky, look up at the ceiling of this cavern that you're in. All right. He'll stand up, pack up his things. He will cinch the candles and put them away. And well, I'm ready when you are.
Beep. Perhaps you could play a tune to drown out that noise.
Beep's just gonna whip out the kazoo, and he's just gonna, because he's in an eerie place, he feels like he's gonna play something kind of eerie as well. So he'll go.
Cough, cough, counter charm, cough.
He blows up.
If you'd like to use counter charm, you can.
Yeah, go for it if you want to.
Beep starts to play Dame Dame.
I'm trying to remember what counter charm
It,
does.
it's one of the. It basically gives us advantage while he's playing on any checks of some certain type or another.
Saving throws against frightened or charmed. Okay. All right, and that
Yeah,
that
but
lasts.
it's one of the very few times when something like that is useful as a bar.
Gotcha. Okay. So all of you kind of making your way towards this wall that seems to have been hastily put together. The stone is like unevenly carved, and it's obviously broken up, but your assumption is that it was broken up because of the battle that took place. However, as you look closer, as you walk past, you get the sense that haste was definitely involved when crafting this wall. And hard to tell why, but as you move your way past, you do see a sign, and Thaddeus in Dwarvish, it says, "Welcome to the Iron Checkpoint," and has an arrow pointing towards where you just came from. The Great Gate of Creosh that way. And then there's another sign in Dwarvish that points past the other way that says, to Nentorum and deeper within. And it's pointing down the corridor.
I would read that all out loud.
Okay.
And say, suggestions?
Can't say I have any.
If any of you would like, hearing the name Nentorum, if any of you would like to make a history check, you can do that.
I will try.
Beep will give it a shot too. 19.
I'm rolling my gas. Let's see if I can turn this around a little. That's I can do 18.
13.
Alan rolled a natural 20 for a whopping history check of... I know his history is awful. What is his history? Where is it? His history is okay. It's 26. So he would know a little bit. But Beep, you would know. Unfortunately, the others that rolled didn't roll quite high enough to know the names of the inner cities of Arendor, since you've never ventured here. However, Beep, in all of your youth, you heard about stories of dwarves from your parents, and you heard how they tended to make cities, carve cities out of mountains, and carve cities out of caves. And one of the ones that was most well known to you, being from Ushar, is Nentorum. Nentorum is a dwarvish city that was built. It was built inside of a large crystal mine. After the majority of the crystal was mined out, a concerted effort between the Usharian, basically the governments of Ushar, primarily the Aasimar, that you would have grown up seeing flying through the sky. The leaders of the Aasimar race teamed up with the dwarves to create a city named Nentorum, which, if translated from Dwarvish to Common, means city under the mountain. But if you translate it back from Common to Dwarvish, it means city of life. And you would know that It was built about 800 years ago, and it was a city of commerce and a city of cohabitation in an attempt to spread awareness of dwarvish traditions and lifestyles from the outside to the outside world. It is basically the gate city into Arendor from the Great Gate of Crioche. You, however, have not heard of anybody ever wandering to this city. And your assumption is that it's probably still active. It's just that with the gate being closed for as long as all of you have heard it, it's it's hard to figure out whether or not that city's still active or not. Given the fact that it was supposed to be a city of cohabitation. But however, Beep, as you're thinking all of that, Alan will explain that to all of you. How I think I wanted to try to cohabitate and stuff like that. It was kind of beautiful if you think about it, but I don't know. I read about it in a book one time. Well, let's go. We're gonna find people. It'll be in it'll be in a city.
Indeed, it would.
Okay. So as you venture on, the cave that you're in is the ceilings are probably about 30 feet high. Definitely carved out unnaturally. Definitely dwarvish ingenuity carved out this this part of the mountain. And as you walk farther, you do start to notice like little mine chutes that shoot off to each side with like rail carts and railroad systems. You notice abandoned pickaxes and abandoned carts, still filled with ore, some of them. What kind of ore? Hard to tell. All of the ore that is inside of these carts seem to be just stone. To the best of your best knowledge, they just look like standard stone. As you continue walking on, you do start to notice a smell of fresh air. You've been walking through this underground. You've been underground for about 3-4 hours now, and for the first time in 3 or 4 hours, you feel fresh air coming through into your faces. You look up and you do see little spots, like little chutes, almost like a chimney, stretching upwards, where it seems like there's air ventilation coming in and out of this tunnel. Your best assumption is that if there's a city of cohabitation, not everybody can can continue to breathe stale air for an extended period of time, especially if they're larger people like humans or elves or Asimar specifically. But you continue on. Is there anything you guys want to do as you're traveling? It is getting fairly late in the day from the last time you... Granted, you haven't seen sunlight in a while. But your assumption is it's probably getting in closer to the evening, and all of you are feeling exhausted after the 2 fights.
Yeah, a little bit of a rest might be good.
I agree.
All right. Ori will just continue walking like, oh, okay. And he'll just kind of stop and put his axe down. I mean, I guess anywhere is good enough here. I don't think anything's dangerous in these tunnels, but that might not be the case. We can just set up a campfire and set up the tents and go to sleep for the night if you want to do that.
We should still set them.
All right. Well, let's do that. I suppose I'll keep first watch if all y'all wanna want to go to bed?
No, this one will keep first watch.
Very
You
well.
have used your resource.
Very well. I'll get some shut eye. I guess I'll get third watch then. I'll wake up in the morning and make sure everything's all right. Anybody want to take the second watch?
Elka's gonna look around and be like, I'm rather exhausted from that last fight, so if it's all right,
As am I.
Ori will put his hand up. I'll take second watch. I wish I could do Nate's deep voice. I can't. Okay. So as all of you laid down to rest, Lever, go ahead and make a perception check. Dennis the donkey will stay up with you. Make a 9 on his perception check. Natural 20, holy shit.
Yeah, but I'll take the net 20 for 29.
You hear the... It's so weird. You hear, as everyone goes to sleep, you're able to tune out the snoring, the intense snoring coming from Ori's tent and Alan's tent. Both of which are quite exhausted, having used up a lot of their strength in the fights prior. You kind of like look around and you do notice like Elka is just curled up and passed out, like definitely sleeping soundly. Zane the same way. You hear the flutter of wings flying through this cave. And as you look around and try to figure out what it is, you immediately look up and there's like 8 to 10 bats just flying through. And with that really high perception check, you could hear their white wings flapping through the air. You could hear the occasional drip of condensation hitting the ground. You hear like a small breeze coming from like the chimneys, rushing through and the fresh air hits your lungs. You're underground, however, it's an odd feeling of safety. You are wired beyond belief, and you're just kind of looking around and you don't see anything. You don't really necessarily sense anything that could be danger. So you continue your watch without much issue. Second watch comes along. Ori is gonna wake up, and he's gonna walk over to Dennis, who's now at this point asleep, and he's just gonna kind of like put his back against Dennis and pat him on the head. Ori rolled a natural 20 for his animal handling check. And Ori's just gonna like kind of keep an eye out.
And I'll warn Ori about the bats so he's not like spooked or anything, and
Okay.
that they're harmless.
He'll give you a big old thumbs up. Okay. Perception check for Ori. What is his perception? It's a +1. It's a 10. Ori keeps an eye out, but as far as he's concerned, there's only 2 places things can come from behind, where you guys just came from, and ahead. So he keeps an eye out. Doesn't see anything, doesn't hear anything. Just kind of like starts to doze off a little bit. He's kind of woken up by the occasional drip of water that kind of makes him freak out a bit and realize it's nothing. Look around. Nothing going on. Second watch goes off without much issue. Third watch, Alan does wake up, and he's feeling rested, which I need to click rest for both of them. And Alan will walk out and kind of stretch, look around, shrug his shoulders. He'll make a perception check. It's a 32. Alan as well hears the bats. Instead of fluttering around, he will hear them shifting their feet on the top of the cave, trying to get a more comfortable position as they hang there and themselves attempt to fall asleep. He will look around, and with all those checks, the morning comes pretty quickly. At least what your perception is of the morning comes pretty quickly. All of you wake up to the smell of cooking food and tea being brewed by Alan. As you all wake up, you see a wide variety of like vegetables, and you see like you see eggs, like chicken eggs, being cooked over a fireplace. You see a variety of meats being cooked, and he'll say, "Oh well, morning everybody. Breakfast is about ready. Elka, I got your own side of veggies. I know you're not much into the meat eating, as all of us are. Tea's really good. I found it from a flower over there," and he'll point to a bushel of flowers growing out of the wall of the cave, and just this tiny little patch of moss. Figured they'd make some good tea. Tell me how you like it. It shouldn't be poisonous. Hopefully.
I would, you know.
I mean, I drank some already, and it seemed to be fine, but you know. Maybe poisons don't affect me as much as the rest. But enjoy.
Thank you.
He'll walk up to Dennis and say, "I know, my friend, it's fine. Caves scare me too. I don't enjoy being underground. I'd rather be at my home up in the forest," but he'll hand him a carrot. Todd, are you asleep? Yes. The answer is yes. And it's not even 10 o'clock yet.
He's a sleepy boy.
Must be.
Todd.
Oh yeah, he's out.
He's out.
He's out.
Todd. Thaddeus is dead. Thaddeus died.
Rocks fall, Thaddeus dies.
Wow, he's really out. He's breathing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's just moving. We're good.
Yeah, he's breathing.
Hold on. Let me find something.
Surprise, motherfucker.
No.
No. Didn't work. He is
Didn't even
out.
phase him.
Here, let's. I'm gonna use a really, really loud one, so I'm sorry to your guys' ears. Damn.
No.
He's
Wow.
He's out.
Nani?
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Oh my god.
Todd.
Oh, his head's moving. Your microphone's not down, buddy. You were asleep.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back to the
I
land
was
of...
listening.
No, you weren't.
I was resting my eyes.
Todd, I literally we just played so many soundboards to get you
We
awake. You
literally
did not
said
move.
that Thaddeus was dead.
You're like just passed out.
Okay.
It's
I've
fine.
been up since 4 in the morning.
I know. We're just giving you shit. All right. Breakfast is had. Watch goes off without much issue.
Oh wait, we ate breakfast?
Yep.
Wow.
Took a long rest.
Yeah. This is.
Wow,
Some
you,
more wine.
you wake up and pour a glass of wine. Oh man, Todd's living the
What
dream.
I have? What the fuck? There's a pussy on my lap.
Might want to get that checked out.
No comment.
He's awake now. Okay. You eventually pack up camp. Leading the way, Ori's going to make a survival check, which he passes with flying colors with a with a 27. He guides you down the corridor with a few branching side paths that Ori very clearly discerns are more than likely just mine shafts that are a little bit larger. He continues guiding you towards Nentorum, this city. And as you come over this small little hill, you find yourself on a cliff face, staring down into what seems to be a quarry of sorts. It's almost as if you're on the side of a quarry, but you're underground. And you look down and you see a magnificent city. In front of you, you see buildings carved out of stone, some made of wood, some of elven architecture. You see a giant tower in the center that you would guess to be either a really important government building or maybe even a wizard tower. You see a pyramid-like structure centered at the back side of the city. Your best guess is that this city is every bit of a mile long underground. You look around, Weaver, with your passive perception and with Alan's passive perception, neither of you see anything moving inside this city. It's almost like everybody just got up and left. You don't see where you would expect a buzzing market. You see, to the side, you see what look to be market stalls where you would expect to see people awake and doing commerce. You see nobody. And in front of you, you do notice a grand staircase that's etched out of the wall of this quarry. And Alan just kind of shrugs his shoulder. Ori kind of shrugs his shoulders. And oh god, I just got a water down the wrong pipe. Ori just kind of, well, I guess we'll go figure it out. And he will walk down. Alan will follow quickly behind. As you step down into this city, the first thing you notice is that what seems to be holding up the ceiling of this city are these pillars that are the size that probably are every bit of 150 feet tall to 200 feet tall, and they stretch from the floor all the way to the ceiling. Your best guess is that these are for structural integrity of the city. As you walk deeper into this city, Alan will look at all of you and say, well, I guess this is the dwarvish city of Nentorum. Question is, where are the dwarves? And as you look around, there is nobody here. You look at inside the houses, it says, if they were left to rot.
Well, this place has definitely seen better days.
Zane, make an Arcana check.
While he's doing that,
26.
Okay. What's up, Weaver? Okay. And what are you trying to locate?
The nearest.
Just nearest humanoid, or nearest dwarf, or
The nearest dwarf, specific.
okay, and that's 1,000 feet. You cast locate creature. You look around. There's not a dwarf within 1,000 feet of you.
We'll relay that to everyone.
Okay. And Zane, as with your 26 on your Arcana check, you can't help but feel like you've felt this type of energy before. You think back to recent memory. And you remember feeling the magical essence in the in the subterranean area of the Rania Trench. You recall fighting a large horned demon-like creature that specifically targeted you. It's not the same energy as that. However, it is eerily familiar, and it is just kind of wafting through this city. Just the stench of infernal and or abyssal. You can't tell. But you also feel another foreign arcana at like energy wafting through the air. And it's that of necromancy. It's very similar to the energy that was being pushed off of the undead-like dwarves that you had just fought yesterday. It's just strange. It's eerie, it's spooky, and unsettling. Alan's just going to keep kind of walking, guiding his lights through and lighting up, and Alan will do something. I just can't remember what I was going to have him do. He needs to first roll a... Okay. Alan is going to cast... He's going to cast Conjure Woodland Beings. And he is going to... Is it... How many is it for... Maybe... I think it'll be 8th or lower. 8. He's going to summon 8 canaries. 8 birds. Little songbirds. And he's going to say to all of them, go look for anything living, and he'll send them all out. And I will roll a perception check for that's cocked. That's also cocked. Come on. Okay. That's okay. Okay. He'll sit there and he'll just... Well, I know where I am. Keep your guard up. I don't like the fact that there's nobody around. And he's right. As you look into the houses, there's just nobody. There's no signs of life. There's not even any corpses. There's no blood. There's nothing. It's just empty. It reminds you of the gatehouse that you first encountered when you walked through up the stairs from the Gate of Crioche. Just abandoned. And Alan's going to continue walking forward and keeping an eye out, I assume along with Ori and Vivra. And Beep kind of keeping up the rear just to make sure nothing sneaks up on you. And Beep, you do notice almost like something's following you. And when you turn around, there's nothing. Make a perception check.
All right. 13.
You look, you don't see anything. You kind of turn around, and then you feel something like brush against the back of your neck. It makes you immediately flip around, and when you look up, you see this shadow all the way 200 feet above you on the ceiling, just fly across the ceiling with 6 legs quickly and then disappear. You kind of blink your eyes and it's gone.
Well, with it, I'm gonna have Beep summon Clovis.
Okay. What are you gonna have Clovis do?
So I'm gonna have Clovis alert everyone. So he's just gonna kind of a portal is gonna kind of just open up from the ground or whatever, and he'll just pop right out of nowhere, and it'll immediately close right after. And he'll go up to who was it by me? Vivra and who else?
Vivra, Alan, and Ori are at the front, so it'd probably be Elka and Zane, who are kind of back there with you.
Okay, so I'd have Clovis. Clovis will be talking to Zane and Elka, and he'll say, "Oh Lord, it's been ages since I've been let out of there. Anyway, Beef right here just saw something fly across the ceiling. It was a weird little creature. Has 6 legs, jutting out to know God knows who where."
You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah.
Elka's gonna look over and say 6 legs.
Yeah, 6 legs. Like an insect.
She'll hop up to the front of the let it something creepy crawly on above their head.
Okay. Vivra, if you'd like to make a perception check, you can. It's a natural 1 for Alan. He doesn't see shit. 26. You look up. It's not there. There's nothing there on the ceiling. However, a smell hits your nostrils that can only be described as decaying flesh and sulfur mixed together.
This one smells undead and something.
As you continue walking forward, looking through the houses, keeping your ears open, keeping your nose open, you eventually find your way into like a kind of like a central location. In front of you, you see a large statue of Dwarven make. It's of a very similar to other statues you've seen. It shows a dwarf holding a shield with a sword, looks to be a sword, could be an axe. Is a little deteriorated. You have pillars on each side of it. You find yourself in one of the main support sections of where these pillars are shooting straight up. And these seem to be holding up a different ceiling. It's almost as if there's a lower ceiling than the big ceiling. And these pillars are slightly smaller than the rest, and they seem to be holding up this section. And as you look closer, you see almost like a throne. And you look around, you see these wooden braziers that are were lit at one point. You see the charcoal fuel inside them, but haven't been lit for a while. With your 26 perception, Weaver, you step up into the threshold of this section, and your fight or flight instinct kicks in instantly with your 26. Alan, kind of look around and say, this place is a little strange.
This one does not like.
Beep, the hair on your neck starts to stand up. And with a 26 perception check, Weaver, you hear breathing. That's not any of yours. It's deeper and heavier than the rest.
Can I tell where it's coming?
All over. It's coming from in front of you, above you, below you, to your right and left. Behind each pillar, you hear breathing. But it's the same breath, and it's the same... Seems like it's coming from the same creature. I'd like everyone to make a perception check, please. It's a group perception.
Do you want me to make another one or the
Yes.
26?
This is for the group together. So make a perception check. Oh wow, Alan with a natural 20.
12.
Ori with the 16, which was really good for him. Okay. 11, 29. And Zane. Magic.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. Good to know. Alan rolled a natural 20. Weaver also rolled a natural 20. So that's success. All of you feel as though you are prey being led into a trap. You can't shake this feeling. You look around and you see nothing. I'm gonna roll a d10 because there's 10 creatures. There's 9, so if I roll a 10, I'll reroll. I roll
No,
a 10.
there's 10 if Clovis.
Including Clovis, you're correct. Okay. Alright, well then I will reroll because I forgot. Wow, okay. Ironically, Beep. You feel as though your life is in mortal danger. You can't shake that feeling. It's like staring at a person that's about to behead you. And you feel the hair already raised hit in a farther depth of your soul. You feel a rush of fear hit your body. All of you, before you have a chance to turn around, Beep, you feel drool hit the top of your head and roll down the back of your back. When you turn around, you see a large, 6-legged abomination with a mouth, well, kind of like an alligator, but instead of it being scales, it's fur. Its eyes are a fierce white, and its hair, it has a tuft of hair on the top of its head that kind of reminds you of a sickly lion's mane. It's just stringy brownish hair. And it just kind of looks at you and stares. And it's going to grapple you.
Would I have any opportunity to kinetic jaunt?
Is that a reaction?
Well, it's a bonus action.
So no. Make
Okay.
an acrobatics check, and I'll show you what this looks like. I need to.
25.
Ooh, it's 27 for it.
Bruh.
Yeah, you guys are a little. Let me change a players here, so you guys are up ahead. Ori's with you. Can't forget Dennis the donkey. He's still here. He'll be in between you guys. Alara's there.
I was supposed to be seeing a different map.
Yep. There's a reason for it. Grabbing Beep. What's this thing? That up, and we're gonna shoot you.
Who's gonna protect Dennis now if I'm not around?
Standing over Beep is this creature. And it is now has Beep in his hands. Beep, you are grabbed and squeezed with nails digging into your chest. As you attempt to wriggle free, which you can't, you take 28 points of piercing damage as it rips into your body. I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
I hope this isn't a long fight.
Oh, no, it's...
Okay, I was just gonna say it's 10-15.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We love that initiative roll. Me and Todd hop these.
The rogue wakes up from a winter sleep.
The wine's definitely not helping his cause.
No.
All right, let me go ahead and click on free and shit for him. Okay. Dennis. Go ahead and roll initiative for him. Just plus 2. That's a natural 1 for Dennis. So, it's a 3. Descending. And then I need to roll for that thing. Oh! Joy. Beep, you're grabbed and squeezed. You then see this creature look and smile at all of you, and in broken abyssal, which I don't think any of you understand, it will just mumble at you and growl and snarl and stare across the room and just raise its other 2 of its hands on its right side and do this, and you will see a good amount of familiar things start to rise from the ground. This one when being summoned is summoned out of this pillar of what seems to be a dwarvish warrior with broken wings, and as it is summoned, you'll feel a shockwave of energy shoot, and the statue will fall over and break. It is it's the Demogorgon's turn. It is going to have Beep in its hands. And, yeah. It's going to look at you, Beep, and cast Feeble Mind.
Bro, you can't do this to me 2 fucking campaigns in a row.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Well, I'm probably gonna fail it because that's like his worst stat. There we go. Yep, I'm feeble-minded. Wahoo.
What is this thing's DC, actually? All of you watch Beep just kind of slump over, losing his mind. You watch Clovis, like, look around and look very confused, and he will disappear. All familiars disappear once you're feeble-minded. Beep will sit there and just kind of look stunned and shocked. Cool. With its bonus action, you're gonna see a tentacle sprout out of the side of its body, and it's going to swing wide and attempt to grapple. Oh, fun. It's gonna attempt to grapple Alara off of Ori's head. So, Alara, I'd like you to make a acrobatics check. That is a, oh yeah. Holy shit, okay. That's a 21. So, Alara, you feel yourself getting grabbed by this tentacle. As it grabs, you feel like almost like a numbness start to come over you. But you're just grappled. It can't pull you. Okay, that's the Demogorgon's turn. Elka, you see Beep just fall, kind of slump in its hand, him profusely bleeding, and Alara is now grappled by a tentacle sprouting out of its rib cage.
Well, I'm gonna aim for the tentacles so that it can drop Alara.
Okay. So you're just gonna stab it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got an 18 and a 26.
Okay, the 18 is gonna miss, but the 26 will hit.
13 damage.
13 damage. Interesting. Okay.
Go. Does it drop Alara?
To the tentacle? No, it does not.
Alright, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay.
Gonna go right ahead and guess a 17 doesn't hit.
17 does not hit. No.
I'll use my act.
Okay.
One won't hit. 22.
22 just hits.
$13 again.
Okay.
And then one more attack for another 2.
Okay.
Or 22 to hit, I mean.
Okay.
And then 14 damage.
That will do it. Just enough. You will let out a barrage of stabs and slices, and you're able to cut off the tentacle. As it cuts off, it just kind of wilts away in like this weird black powdery substance, and Alara is no longer grappled. Okay. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna skirt around it.
Okay.
Just so that people can get whatever that thing does.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action. Okay. It's going to look at all of you and smile. And it's going to look down at Beep, who's now feeble-minded. And it's going to bite into Beep's head. Rolls with advantage. Okay. Beep, my assumption is a 31 hits you, but I want to make sure.
Yeah, it does.
You take, first off, it's only 6 points of piercing damage. However, you are starting to be devoured, and as you watch half of Beep's body disappear, you hear it chuckle. And as it bites down on Beep's head, you see forming out of the side of its head a rough image of Beep's face with the eye patch starts to form.
Bro.
And that's where we're on tonight's session. Beep, we will pick up on Thaddeus's turn. Next session. I was going to let Thaddeus do a turn, but it looks like Todd has fallen asleep again. Yep.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Yes. So that's
Tired boy.
Okay. So you did 40 damage. So I need to keep track of that because damage to the tentacles does 2 damage. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for playing, guys.
Yep.
Austin, I
Great.
swear it's not as bad as it feels like.
I don't know.
You feeble-minded me
campaign in a
2
row.
times. It's like it feels targeted at this point.
Maybe he's trying to tell you something.
I rolled a D10 and I counted from front to back, and you were 10, and I rolled a 10. I am sorry. Whoever got right off the bat was going to get feeble-minded. So we'll see how we pick this up next week. Bingo, are you not going to make it next week? I can't remember if you said you were or not.
I don't remember, and I don't have a calendar in front of me.
Okay, well, it's fine. Hopefully you feel better, and if you do play, hopefully you'll feel better by then. But
I'm sure I will be by then.
yeah, Nate's gonna be fucking like shocked when he comes back and sees that staring.
I may or may not be able to play. I don't know.
All right. I'll try.
Just try not to kill my character.
I'll try not to off your character while you're not here. Yeah, that's the goal.
I have a.
Well, it's not like I can do
here,
anything
but
to
the week
fight against it anyway. All I can do is just lightly punch the guy at this point.
Yeah, just do 1 damage per punch. You know who's your allies on the bright side. But yeah,
Yeah,
Feeble Mind for those watching and for those
Feeble Mind basically kills you, pretty much.
not quite.
It's pretty close.
So
if you're a spellcaster, Feeble Mind basically just makes you an eunuch.
Oh wait, you do get Feeble Mind, so add this.
When I get Feeble Mind, I'm feeble minding every fucking bastard you throw at me. I hope you know.
That's fine. I forgot to tell you, on that Feeble Mind, you take 16 points of psychic damage. I forgot to say that.
Well, that's on you. You forgot.
So yeah, on a failed, the creature's intelligence and charisma scores become 1. Oh no, I'm sorry, Bard.
Yeah,
The
I literally can't. Hold on, Vivra.
Yo,
You have greater restoration, right?
I do indeed. And not only
Awesome.
that, it is prepared. And not only
Cool.
that, I have I don't know if greater restoration would work or not, but I was planning on throwing a dispel magic at it too. So
Greater
yeah,
restoration
no.
works on feeble mind, but not dispel magic.
the standard spell, yes. Actually, before we end, just for shits and giggles, Weaver can roll a Arcana check if he wants to gauge real quick. Wants to gauge what type of feeble mind.
Did you make a special feeble mind?
Nope, this is just a 5e Demigorgon feeble mind. You'll see.
Oh.
I didn't make anything. 10. You don't know. You'll find out next week. We'll see if greater restoration works. I say with a side eye.
I'm looking it up right now.
No, feeble mind the spell. If you're not looking up a Demogorgon, you're not gonna do that. If you do that, I'll kill your character right now.
I'm not.
that's foul play, sir. But no, feeble
You told
mind.
me what it is.
Feeble mind. Normally, the spell can also be ended by a greater restoration, heal, or wish spell. Normally, Demogorgons are a little messy. But all right. Well, thank you for playing. Todd, you shouldn't sleep in your chair, good sir. Just letting you know. If you can hear me, I doubt he can. But I'll be right back.
We'll wake him up.
We'll find a way.
All right, guys, that's where we're going to end it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'm going to have to make down some notes. I don't think they, yeah, this should be fun. It should be real fun. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. Again, if you are going to be in Philadelphia for PAX Unplugged and you want to come say hi, I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to be. I don't want to announce it to the public until I know, but we'll see. If you guys want to come say hi, I may be running some D&D while I'm at PAX Unplugged, but we'll figure that out. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.